Rap Greatness Gang, D4G here.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Alright, man, we tapping into two new fragrances today, man. One of them I have been trying to get my hands on for the longest, fam. The first fragrance we're going to be talking about is going to be John Varvatos Oud. Y'all know I'm kind of a big fan of the John Varvatos line. They are more classier fragrances, but to know that they have an Oud version, I'm eager to see how this one's gonna come off. And then this next one is definitely new to me, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I'm talking about Carolina Herrera, Birds in Paradise. And this is supposed to be a 2024 release. So we're gonna go ahead and kick this thing off. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start off with that Carolina Herrera first. We're gonna see how that one's coming off. Let's go ahead and tap into it. I must say, one thing I do like,
trash.
One thing I do like is Carolina Herrera's bottles, man. These are fantastic bottles, especially in that designer realm. Very nice, hefty weight. Cap is kind of cheap. But it got some good weight to it, but it feels a little cheap too at the same time. But the details on this bottle is absolutely insane to me. Let's go, we're gonna do a couple of sprays up. That shit sprayed, hold on. Has this been opened? Bro, I'm not used to, like, normally, you know, I gotta puff it out a couple of times before it gives me that, but this fragrance has an extremely green side about it. I do like that, like a very nice green, earthy profile about itself. I'm digging this one, man. Let me grab a strip. Let's see how this one's coming off. This might be a dope pickup right here. All right, let me see, get it on the strip. I must say, boy, this atomizer, oh my gosh, that atomizer is a fool. Let's see what this fragrance is coming off as. I'm telling you right now, if you like green fragrances for sure, this is one that you will be a hit on. Okay, now even though this fragrance is extremely green, one of the first things that I pick up in the opening is that violet leaf accord. This fragrance is extremely herbal, fam. Has a good amount of freshness up top as well. I'm not picking up any citrus, but it does have like a fir type of freshness about it. Very green, very herbal. Extremely nice, man. Now, I can go ahead and tell y'all first impression, I don't think that this is mass appeal. I don't think that everybody would love this. But if you like a very clean fragrance, a good amount of herbalness to it, one thing I can say about this fragrance is you really do have to be into Fougere style fragrances to actually enjoy what they put together in this. This is a very clean fragrance, office safe. You can rock this during the day comfortably. I'm telling you, this fragrance has to have like fur. It has to have a nice aromatic profile going with it. Doesn't mean that it's coming off like mossy in a way, but it is coming off extremely strong in those aromatics. And even that woody sense about it is almost giving it like, it's coming off somewhat dry in a way. Not complaining about that, I'm just letting you know how it's coming off. It's not like a dark woods at all. This fragrance is extremely bright, extremely fresh. Again, has a nice Fougere take to it. Somewhat fresh, spicy mix in a way. This is one that I can get with for sure. Again, it's gonna be one of those that you can wear to the office. I can see this more so daytime, or if I wear this at nighttime, it has to be like at a business networking function type of thing. Because this isn't gonna give you that fun, playful vibe. There's nothing youthful about this at all. This type of fragrance right here will be great for my more mature fellas out there, my more mature men. I can't see people under 25 really just grabbing this and enjoying it like that. But if you are older and you are a little bit more mature and you want your fragrance to give off mature type vibes, this is one that you're gonna want to try this one. You are definitely gonna want to try this one. I like this one a lot actually. Now this is my second fragrance from Carolina Herrera, that man line, and I gotta say this right now. These come off extremely classy. If you like John Varvatos style fragrances, you would enjoy these type of fragrances as well because they have that very mature profile about it. Now I'm gonna set this one to the side real quick and we're gonna dive into, we're gonna tap into this John Varvatos Oud. I'm too eager to see how this one's gonna come off.
Trash.
Fam, look at this bottle, bro. Look at the bottle, man. Even the cap, now this cap got some great weight to it. That John Varvatos Oud on the side right there, but then it even has like this Saints logo on it. I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with this. This is a big ass bottle too. But I like this, man. Let's see. See how that one didn't spray at first? Yeah, let's see how this one's coming off. Okay. This is more of a classier oud. I can tell you right now, I'm already getting like slight floral accords. You can pick up a little bit of rose. It does have a nice spicy mix about it as well. And that oud is not too off-putting. It's surprisingly in the air, it's not too dominant in that oud sense. Now let me grab this tester strip. Let's see how this is coming off, because this might be a banger for the winter time. I like this one already. Okay, this fragrance has a lot going on, man. This fragrance has a lot going on. So one of the first things that I can pick up is like, it smells like it has like a tobacco sense in here. So this fragrance is gonna come off extremely dark. I am getting a good amount of tobacco, but I'm also getting a good amount of spices as well. And it's a nice mixture. It's nothing on the soft side of spice. It's much more on that pepper, nutmeg type of thing. Maybe even a little bit of saffron in here, but this fragrance has a very nice, elegant rose note in here that is actually working with the fragrance very nicely. Now, surprisingly, I'm not picking up too much oud right now, even though you can sense that dark profile and how it's gonna transition. I'm not getting too much of that oud sense in the opening, and this might be something that y'all might wanna check out, especially if you like oud fragrances, or you're somewhat wary of oud fragrances, but you don't like the dankness that oud sometimes give off. This one ain't giving off no stank, dank, nothing like that. This is coming off like a John Varvatos oud type of fragrance. This is basically how I would imagine a John Varvatos oud style fragrance to come off. Another one that does have a very nice mature sense about itself. And another thing that you can kind of pick up as it's sitting there, you can get a good amount of clove in this fragrance as well. Tobacco, a good amount of spices. Another one that is giving off that fougere type of vibe. It does have a slight freshness about it, but it's still more dark with that tobacco, the oud. It does have that soft floral sense about it. This is an amazing fragrance. It's much different than typical oud fragrances. Like if you tried Oud for Glory, this is gonna be coming off like that. This is gonna, whereas Oud for Glory is much more of a darker oud, but it somewhat has a dank oud about itself. This one is a much more clean type of oud fragrance that you will be getting with this. Even though it does have a great amount of dark profiles and facets about itself, right now those supporting notes are helping it out a lot more thanks to that rose, those fougères from the spices. And this fragrance definitely has a nice clove smell, clove feel about itself. I like both of these, honestly. Both of these are very nice. Now, I can't see both of these being mass appeal. I would say sample both before you buy, because these are not like the Latafas Armand. These are much more refined, much more defined, much more mature style fragrances, especially this oud. But that Carolina Herrera was very mature within itself. Let me go back real quick. I'm gonna go back and see how this Carolina Herrera is coming off, because that oud, I already know how I feel about that oud. Okay, fam. Now, as it's been sitting there, this Carolina Herrera has gotten a lot more fresh up top. That fur is pushing out much more than it was originally in the opening. And it's still mixing together with that violet leaf, giving it a very nice, clean, very aromatic type of profile about itself. And it almost smells like it's starting to have a nice creaminess with it. I like both of these, bro. I might wear this Carolina Herrera tomorrow, because this one is extremely nice with how it's coming off. The winner out of the two, if I take my bias out of it, because I have been looking for this John Varvatos oud, the winner of the two is going to be that Birds of Paradise. Because the way this is coming out right now, this could honestly be a signature scent, especially if you're fond of this type of profile. And then with the John Varvatos oud, man, this thing this John Varvatos oud switched to like a leather profile quick. I'm starting to get a good amount of leather that's pushing off of this. Almost has like a smoky sense about it, like if there's some incense in there, but it's nothing that's just off-putting. If you would buy an oud style fragrance, this is going to fit in that line of oud style fragrance. It's going to give you the spices. It's going to give you the oud in the woods. It's going to give you a little bit of a floral sense as well. And it's going to give you a high amount of spices up top as well. Yeah, I like both of these, fam. I'm rocking with both of these heavy. But again, taking my bias out of it, I do think that everybody on the general sense will rock more so with the Birds of Paradise than the John Varvatos oud. That's just my personal take. But hey, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Have y'all tried these? Have you picked them up? Have you heard anything about them? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I like both of these, but I will say that they are more so fragrances that you want to sample first before you just go blind buy a full bottle. You try to go to Nordstrom somewhere, sample them, but these are ones that you want to sample for sure before you buy, especially with the price tag, because they are not BOB safe fragrances. So you know I always push y'all to sample first if it's outside of that BOB range compared to just blind buying. But let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. But with all that being said, we to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Stay on your square. Stay on your purpose. Don't let nobody take you off of it, fam. D4G, truly blessed, destined for greatness. We out.